everybody, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, my mother, my beautiful wife. When Pastor called my name, I was like, finally, I get off the list of who hasn't. And I had something in my mind when Pastor said it about a year ago, and I started getting my stuff together, and then yesterday, Deacon White said, hey, we had to talk about Christmas. And I was like, oh, Lord, I didn't even hear that. Now I got to start all over. And yesterday, talking to my brother, he was like, if God gave you something, just use what God gave you. That's right. And then put a little Christmas on it.
Amen.
So
I like that.
My brother, Minister James, great mind that he is, the way he approached this message a few Sundays ago, I'm going to use something like that. I'm going to read an insert, and then I'll get into it. On August 7, 1954 in Vancouver, the venue was the greatest track and field history event. It was the Miracle Mile. Only 2 men had run the mile under 4 minutes, Bannister and John Landry. This was the greatest face-off. Bannister's strategy was set out to have a good pace on the first and second 2 laps, cut the pace on the 3rd lap, save his energy, and then take a big lead. But at the end of the 3rd lap, Landry, he took a big lead, and by the start of the final lap, Bannister managed to cut the lead by 50 meters and was gaining on him. And as the runners headed down the home stretch, Landry looked back to see where Bannister was, and he launched his attack. Landry did not see him until he lost the lead, and Bannister won the Miracle Mile by 5 minutes. By looking back, Landry lost the race, the victory, and the greatest gift, what was promised to him. As Mother Lottie, I thank God for you. She sent me something yesterday, and it confirmed what I was going to talk about tonight. And if I had to put a title on this, it would be, Don't Let Looking Back Cost You Victory and the Gift Promise. A lot of times we let what people think about us, say about us, dictate our attitude, where we see ourselves, and it keeps us looking back over our shoulders because of what we used to do, how we used to do it, and when times get tough, we go back to what's most comfortable. Because it's easy to look back and blame what's going on now to our past because we can't see what's in front of us and what God has in store for us. I know for me, like some of you probably, I'm my hardest critic. I beat myself down harder than anybody because I expect a lot out of me and the way I've been raised and the way I've been taught. But when you put your trust in God and get that personal relationship with Him and step out on faith, you will understand where God has taken you from and how He is changing you daily. You will understand that God has so much more in store for you if you keep your eyes on the prize and not look back, and that's the gift promised to you of eternal life. I remember growing up, and I heard the story about Lot's wife, and when Pastor mentioned it a few Sundays ago, and some of the scriptures saying, flee for your life, do not look behind you. See, the problem with looking back, it introduces an element of doubt on our part of what's promised to us. And it keeps us looking back. It'll be hard to shake that mindset for the remainder of the race. As it states in Isaiah 43 and 18, remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing new things.
Talk about it.
Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and the rivers of the desert. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm so glad He made a way in my wilderness. I'm so glad He didn't allow me to quit when I had already quit. I'm so glad He didn't allow me to look back, letting me go back and do the things that He brought me from and out of. That thing you were addicted to, that was enabling you, stop looking back. That job you were in that had you going nowhere, that took you out of it, stop looking back. Those folks that are behind you and were taken out of your life, that are behind you for a reason, and they eliminated you, stop looking back. God has so much in store for you, and He closes relationships so He could bring you into the life to where He's going to push you into your purpose. Stop looking back. It goes back to the old saying, folks want to see you doing good, just not better than them. So they bring up what you did in the past. They brought up how you talked, how you treated people, how you had many men, how you had many women, how you had babies out of wedlock, how you got drunk, how you smoke, how you did drugs, how you cheated, how you're not a good mother, how you're not a good father, how you weren't a good co-worker, how you're not a good saint. If you keep looking back, you will never see what's ahead of you, and you will never have the victory. So we have to let the things that we have asked God to take from us stay taken from us. We can't look back because it will cost us the victory. In closing, I'm leaving you with these few things. Don't let what you used to do keep you from doing what God wants you to do. Don't let how you used to talk keep you from talking for God. Don't let how you used to walk keep you from walking with God. Don't let how you used to dance keep you from dancing for God. Don't let where you used to keep going keep you from coming to church. Don't let looking back keep you from your victory and the promised gift of eternal life.